Okay, so today what we're looking at is adding polynomials. So today's lesson, we're going to have two polynomials that we're going to add together. Hurry up, let's go. So what we need to understand is that we are adding each piece of the second polynomial. So if this is 3x squared plus 2x minus 4, we are adding all three pieces. We're adding the positive 3x squared. Notice how there's a positive sign between the 3 and the brackets we don't write. We are adding a positive 2x, and we are adding a negative 4. Adding doesn't change anything, but we want to recognize that we're adding all three terms inside the brackets. Okay, so we're adding all three terms. Now your signs, like I said, don't change. This will be a plus 3x squared, a plus 2x, a minus 4. Nothing changes, which is nice. But each term is added to the first polynomial. When you're drawing them, you want to do these three steps. The first step is to create the first, then you'll add each piece of the second, then you'll circle and cancel any zero pairs if they're present. Okay? So let's start by adding them. I'm going to use two different colors. Red will be for the first one, blue will be for the second one. Maybe you can do pencil and pen. Okay? So for the first one, go ahead, draw it. Actually, go ahead and draw the very first one. Okay, so there's the very first polynomial. Now what we're going to do, so I'm going to add a positive 2x squared, I'm going to add a negative 3x, and I'm going to add a positive 1. Okay, so I'm just using a different color so you see which ones I'm adding. You don't really need the two colors, but it just makes it easier to see. So there's my 2x squared, there's my negative 3x, and here's my plus 1 tile. So another easy one because no zero pairs are formed. But let's now change this into our algebra. So I want you to write out what we have. Tell me what we have in the written format with numbers and letters. How many x squareds? Dylan?
4x squared.
I don't see 3x squared. How many x's? Joey?
Negative 5.
Well done on the sign. Negative 5x. How many 1 tiles? Tarn? How many of these guys? 4. Positive 4. Okay. Alright. Any questions? So we're going to do the exact same thing with the next one. Draw everything there first. Go ahead and do that. Draw those first. Okay, so there's the first one drawn. Now we're going to add all the pieces of the second one. So we're going to add a negative x squared, add a negative 2x, add a positive 5. Go ahead, add each piece of the second polynomial. Make sure as you're adding, you're pairing them up if you have zero pairs to form. So you're going to add smartly. Okay, so I have some zero pairs. When I get a zero pair, I can circle it and remove it. Circle my zero pairs and remove them. Circle my zero pairs and remove them. What's the net result? Jazrosh, how many x squares? How many x's? Batul. 1. How many 1 tiles? Krishan. Good. Hands up if you got that. Perfect. Good to see. Okay, so number 9 now, this example, we're going to kind of work backwards a little bit. So what I want you to do is I first of all want you to write the addition statement. So what are the two things being added? The top one will go in the first spot, the second one will go right there. Go. Okay, so what we have here is 2x squared plus 2x plus 5. And the second one we have negative 3x squared minus 4x minus 3. Hands up if you got that. Okay. So what you can do now is cross off your 0 pairs. It's already drawn for you, so let's cross them off. You can do them all together, or you can do it individually, like I'm doing for the x's. For the 1 tiles, same thing. You can do them all together or individually. So now what's your net result? Write down what the answer is, please. Preston, how many x squareds? Good. How many x's, Michael?
-2.
Good. Kyle, how many 1 tiles? Positive 2. Perfect. Hands up if you got that. Okay, so you guys are brilliant beyond brilliant. So when we're doing this now, we can add or subtract our coefficients based on what we have. Okay, so once we drop our brackets, it's just like yesterday, collecting like terms. So the very first thing we're going to do without algebra tiles is remove brackets and rewrite. Okay? I'm going to show you the long way first, and then I'll show you the shortcut. Make sure you're adding each piece. So I'm going to use red for this, I'm going to use green for the adding sign, and blue for the second one. Okay? So I drop my brackets, 3x minus 4 does not change. Then I have to add both pieces. I have to add the plus 7x. So there's a positive sign that's not written. I have to add the negative 8. So 3x minus 4, I fix my sign. What does this become?
Positive.
Plus 7x, or positive 7x. What do these two signs become? Negative 8. Okay. So this is showing a ton of work, which is awesome, but you guys should be getting used to the stage of going right to corrected signs, because they won't change for addition. Now collect like terms, write your answer below. You can put an equal sign if you like, or you could just have it blank, your choice, it doesn't bother me. Collect like terms, please. Okay, so collecting like terms, that's what we did yesterday. How many x's? Faith? Good, 10x. How many 1 tiles? Colton? Negative 12. Hands up if you got that. Awesome. So now what I want you to do, for example 11, do it yourself, but just go right to the corrected signs. So drop your brackets and fix all your signs, and then go to your answer. 2 steps. Go for it. You're right. I looked at my negative 1 and got confused. 4x squared minus 2x minus plus, oh my goodness, I'm really horrible today, plus 3. Wait, hands up, you got that. Thank you, Tanvir, for helping me out there. Okay, next one. Example number 3. So, just like, sorry, 13. Just like up above, rewrite it, fix your signs, no brackets, then do it. Go for it. Up, whatever, go for it. What do you got?
Negative 2x equals dx plus d.
Yeah, don't forget the squared part, okay? So you just missed that. So negative 2x squared. Good job, Gramak, well done. Okay, so number 14 now, you have 3 of them, but nothing changes. Rewrite it, drop in your brackets, and then collect like terms just like yesterday. Okay? I find what you can do as you're adding them, you can cross them off so that you know that you've added them. With your x's, you're going to have plus 10x minus 10x, so that's going to be plus 0x or minus 0x, but you don't need to write that. So your x's cancel out completely, they're gone. 6x squared plus 2. Any questions? Is it plus 2?
Minus 2. Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. Negative 1 plus 3 plus 2. Yeah. Any questions? Okay, so the application of addition is perimeter. So what you have to do is find the perimeter of this shape. As of yesterday, perimeter is just adding all the sides. So to find the expression, you're going to add all the sides, but you must find the complete side. So the complete side means you must use brackets. So it's going to be negative 10x plus 7x squared. Got to start somewhere. I just decided to start there. Adding the other side, 2x squared plus 10x minus 2. So I'm deciding to go all the way around in one direction so I don't lose track of what's included and what's not. Okay. Now I can drop my brackets and rewrite. Make sure I pay very close attention to all the details. And then collect like terms. X squared plus 6x minus 3. Hands up if you got that. Perfect. So you guys are all experts. You're ready to do your homework.